Welcome everybody, I'm Angel Coughlin with Sacred Space Yoga Studio. You can find us on the web at sacredspaceyogi.com, on Facebook and Instagram at Sacred Space Yogi. I am here today with my daughter Alicia. We're going to be doing a short sequence, parent-child sequence for you today. And we're going to be kind of concentrating on the core. It's going to be fun, it's going to be exciting, but it's going to be work for the parent and the child. So we'll go ahead and get started, and we will begin back to back. You can have your legs crossed, or you can have your legs extended. And you can do this with any child as young as maybe 2 years old, or as long as they're able to kind of sit with you and work. We're going to begin with bare breath. So here what you want to do is you want to breathe long and deep. Maybe you can talk with the child and see, can you feel mommy's back or daddy's back as they inhale and exhale? Do you feel each other breathing? And then we'll begin to forward fold here, getting the spine ready. So on an inhale and then exhale, I'll help Alicia fold as she reaches for her toes. Just giving her a gentle pressure along her back. And let her sit there for a couple of breaths. And then she'll do that for me. I'll reach towards my toes and she'll put her back on me. This is a lot of fun for the children. Then we'll come back to center and we'll cross our legs. I call this crisscross yoga sauce. And we'll do some twists, then targeting the spine in different motions. And the idea here is we're going to twist towards each other, so let's turn towards the camera here. Hi, how are you this morning? Good. Yeah, did you get good sleep last night? No. We stayed up, we watched movies last night. And then let's go to the other side. How are you doing this morning? I'm doing good. I still got enough sleep because I'm used to going to bed. And then coming back. There's something great that happens when you're doing yoga with your children. Communication. Make it fun for them. Make it fun for yourself. So we're going to roll forward and we're going to get onto all fours. Yeah. So shoulders over wrists, hips over your knees. And we're going to begin to activate through the core here. So really pull that belly button in. And for the children, this is more fun than it is proper engagement here, but getting them started young to feel those sensations in their body is super important. So raise up your right hand, which is going to be the opposite of mine, and put it on my shoulder. And then raise up your left leg. So opposite arm and leg. This is where we can teach our children right and left, forward and backwards. Engage here. Don't let your belly sunk up. Engage. Take a couple of breaths. There. Put it down. We'll go to the other side. Raise up your left hand and extend your right leg. Keep your belly nice and strong. And put it down. And ideally, depending on the age of your child, you would do this for as long as their attention span would allow. Coming into downward dog. Press, spark your fingertips out wide, press through the balls of your feet, and lift up, downward dog. And here, we have labs at home, so they're nice and loud and obnoxious sometimes. So we have nice and funky dogs, and you can pedal them out. Or maybe let's walk them out to the side and back and forward. Oh, windy. And back and come back. Yeah. From here, continuing to warm up our core, we're shifting forward into plank. Hello. Knees down is always an option so that you can maintain that proper alignment. And here we're going to play high five, so can you shift back just a little bit so that we're face to face? Okay, yeah. targeting through the sides, our obliques, as we're shifting side to side to lift up our hands. If you want to be really hardcore, you can stay down and low and lift forward. And breathe, yeah. And put it all down. Release. This is a lot of fun for the kids. You can play music in the background. You can see how many can you get. Can you do some push-ups there depending on the age of the child? So we're going to move on to our flying backs. Yeah. So coming onto your bottom. Feet come to touch. Tickly toes. We're going to hold our hands. And again, if the child is really small, you can kind of come a little closer to make that work if the child is small. So we're going to hold hands and pressing the sole of one foot to the sole of your foot. You're going to press just one leg up. You can keep your knees bent, or you can extend it all the way. That's one way. We'll put that one down. We'll use the other one. Keeping your torso nice and straight, nice and long. Yeah. Or maybe we can try both. Can we try both? Yeah. See if we can make it. Press really big. Really big, really big, really big. Oh, yeah. Great. Oh. We're going to move into flying airplane. If you have babies, for mamas that have newborns, this is a really good one that helps newborns' tummies, and it helps your tummy. So Alicia is a little too big for me to do this with her, but you can lie on your tummy and place the baby head towards you, tummy down onto your shins, and you can stay here and do a crunch. You can come up and kind of rock back and forth. With Alicia, I'm going to do an airplane. She loves this. So take yourself back to when you were a child and you loved getting into airplane with your friends. So your heels and your feet go on their hip bones so that we're not hurting their tummy. And you're going to give you hands. So try not to lock fingers here. So they're going to give you hands. Give me your thumb right back. There you go. They're going to give you hands. And bending your knees, they're going to shift forward. You're going to lengthen your knees out. And Alicia's kind of brave here, so sometimes she lets go of her arms. Beautiful. Yeah. I can do it. You want more? I don't know if I can do it. Last time I almost fell on you. That's fine. This is the fun. This is where you play, and you shake. Maybe mama's doing some bench presses here. So take this. This is playtime. This is fun time. So make exercise fun for you and your children. We're going to come and stand up. We're going to begin to wind down. So we're coming into a wide leg forward fold. We're going to release all that low back, all of that engagement. So widen your legs out. Come a little close. Not quite to touch, so give yourself a little space. Widen your legs out a little bit more, Alicia. Keep a micro bend in the back of your legs. Fold forward. Hi, what do you have there? Hello. Reach for their hands and maybe they help you fold a little deeper. Hello. The world looks so different when it's upside down. Yeah, so cool. Goodness. Yes. You can stretch them down and then they can stretch you down. If you have a really small child, you can perhaps do it with them. So as they fold, you fold over them. Finally, we're going to come into tree. So you can stand side to side, ground through the legs that are on the inside, bring your knee forward and out. And you can kickstand right here on the ground. You can bring it to your calf or to your thigh, just never right there at the knee. We don't want to push into the knee. The knee doesn't bend that way. That joint goes this direction, not in that direction. And so we work on balance together. So hold each other up. Maybe swinging trees in the wind. Yeah. And then we'll do it on the other side. So step on this side. So we gotta be even. We ground our feet next to each other, and we bring our knee up and out. Out. Right. The younger the child, the more wiggly they are. So you might find that even if in your personal practice you have a really solid tree, this tree might be a little bit different. That's okay. That is quite all right. Enjoy the hugs that happen. Exhale. You want to come back down to the ground so that we can settle down for the day. Come this way. We're going to sit. We're going to come into lizard on a rock. So parents, we're going to come into a child's pose while the child extends fully over your back. So the parent would come down into a closed knee child's pose. You can extend completely out if you'd like, and the child will lengthen all the way out. You can extend your legs out in front of you all the way. And rest. You're going to hook arms together. At least you can extend your arms up overhead. And then when it's time to switch, we come up. Elise, you would come into a child's pose. And this would be dependent on the size of the child. And then the parent gets to come back. Notice how I'm not extending my legs all the way out. I'm keeping some of the weight on me so that not all of my weight is on her. If it's a much younger child, stay please. If it's a much younger child, come into your child's pose, then the parent can just gently place some pressure here to kind of lengthen out their spine and give them that reassuring pressure of the posture. Finally, we're going to come into Shavasana, a gentle relaxation at the end. I want your head towards this portion. Allow your legs to come out. Yeah, this is absolutely wonderful for nap time. So if parents, if you are used to laying down with your children, for nap time you can lay side to side and just gently rub their head or their tummies. Pressing down on their shoulders kind of lets them begin that relaxation. You can close your eyes. And even if you don't go straight to a nap time after this, take about 3 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes, in just a gentle, relaxing Shavasana. After that, you can roll onto your side. Take a breath here. And pressing into your hands, come back up to a seated position, crisscross yosas. And those are just a few exercises that you can do with your children at home. Maybe children that you care for, or your own children. It creates community, it creates a bond, and it's a great way to exercise the body and the mind. If you have any questions, feel free to submit a comment or shoot me an email. Again, I'm Angel Coughlin with Sacred Space. Blessings and namaste.